The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
If you love the New York Jets, you're going to love what Andrew Fialkow has to say about today's training camp practice. He was there. We have plays to break down. We have Rodgers highlights to look at. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started. Man, our Jets are primed for a historic season. We bleed Jets green each and every day. This is not the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We have Garrett Wilson. Let's go. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. The Jets bandwagon is loaded. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show. Here we go, Jet fans. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot to talk about with our guest, Andrew Fialkow, who was at Jets training camp earlier today, and we'll come on and break everything down. Before we do that, a reminder, the merch store, it's live, and it is spectacular. JakeAsman.com, JakeAsman.com. Check it out, jakeasman.com/shop if you want to skip a step and get there directly. Bunch of you are starting to get your merch, so tweet me or tag me on Instagram so I can reshare it with the audience at Jake Asman on both. Appreciate everyone who purchased merch, and I'm so glad the feedback has been as great as it's been so far. All right, joining us right now to break down the magic that was the Jets' second training camp practice of the season is our guy, Andrew Fialkow. Andrew, what's going on, man?
What's up, Jake? First off, my stuff came. So just came like 5 minutes ago.
Wow.
Shameless plug here. Let's just see what we got. There's two
All right.
other things actually. Hang on.
Show it off. Let's go. You're a model.
So we got this is like the white crew. It's nice. Good fabric. I'm not saying that I'm not getting paid to say any of this. So yeah, this one very nice. Damn, I have two other stuff too. Let's see.
You ordered a bunch. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I got a lot. I think this is the same long sleeve as Maniac one.
Nice. That looks awesome.
Very good fabric, honestly. This is the first time I'm even touching it. Really well done. So yeah, Jake, you did a damn good thing here.
Let's go, Andrew. I appreciate it, man. That's awesome. All right. Before I have you break down your top takeaways, what you saw, and what's great about how you see things. You're a former coach. You've been around big programs. You understand what coaches are looking for. So before we do any of that, though, let's just all sit back and collectively enjoy the magic that was the Jets' first play of 11 on 11s earlier today.
High formation, part of the eye back. Rodgers under center, drops back. Lobs one, front left pylon. It is caught. Garrett Wilson. It's a Jet touchdown. Aaron Rodgers slips a magical throw to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets are on the board.
Let's go. I had to put on the Garrett number 5. I was hyped seeing that earlier. You were there. Your thoughts on that play to kind of start things off today?
Yeah. So, you know what, Jake? Actually, I could send you this now that – so my buddy sent me – my buddy that works for the Jets sent me the practice schedule for the day. So that was actually like an hour into practice. It was the first team run. That was at 11:05. First play. And we come out 12 personnel, so 1 running back, 2 tight ends, Garrett, Allen. And look, the only negative, in my opinion, was that Sauce should have been on Garrett, but whatever. I'll digress for now. Hard play action fake. Garrett hit him with a little out and up. Love that we took a shot play, and Garrett really cooked DJ on that. Rodgers did a great job looking up the safety, who I think was Chuck Clark or Tony Adams at the time. And as you see, man, watching him in person it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of
So before we kind of get into some more of your takeaways, you got some clips we could play as well. What were the vibes like, man? It sounded loud. I mean, it kind of felt like last summer again. Like it took a while, but I think if you were there today, it reminded you of last year with all the hype and excitement surrounding this team post Rodgers trade.
Yeah, I think that's a great way to put it. Like the hype is still there. There's no hard knocks though. I think all the players kind of feel the same way most of like the level-headed fans feel, is that there's a comfortability now. Like I know it's crazy and like I don't feel that comfortable because we've only watched Rodgers play 3 snaps or 4 snaps, but he looks the exact same. I was at training camp last summer. He looks the exact same. Nothing's changed in my book. From watching him, his mechanics obviously are always going to be the same. The way his legs look, they look the exact same to me, which really makes me think that if this is how he was in December, he actually had a legitimate shot at coming back, because he said even like in December, he was 85%. I think on a recent interview, he said like he's like 95% now, and the only last 5 is the mental. He looks unbelievable. I want to temper my expectations as much as possible, but it's very, very hard to do so when you see what he did today. Obviously, they're in shirts and shorts, like no pads. Pads come on Monday. But, man, I mean, it's like it's exciting. I can't really hold it in.
So the big takeaway, Rodgers was Rodgers today, right? I mean, I saw tweets from beat reporters there. Ball didn't hit the ground, locked in on 11 on 11s, moved well. There was the play the Jets posted of him escaping on 3rd down in one of the team periods and finding Breece Hall on the run, who picked up a first down. Breece was like, damn, that was an unbelievable throw. So you just being there, man. I mean, what's it like watching real quarterback play after breaking down Zach Wilson, Tim Boyle, and Trevor Siemian last year?
Jake, it's like I was in solitary confinement for about a year, and I finally got out. And I'm seeing what the real world has to offer. For real though, it's like it's a real treat. And you almost start taking it for granted. Like I was just watching, and I think Connor Hughes was doing a good job tracking his entirety of his stats. And by the end of it, I think he was 13 of 16. But as I was watching, it was just like, this is what's meant to be. Like there was never any like bit of him being upset. One time he was upset with either Breece or Garrett, and not upset. It was just like a small side adjustment where they weren't on the same page. That was one of the incompletions. Besides that, the ball hit the ground another time when Lazard dropped a beautiful throw over the middle. Besides that, the ball didn't hit the ground. It's so effortless with him. Like everything is so effortless. The offense ran so smoothly. Again, it's really hard to like actually evaluate in like run plays, I would say, because like they're like just touching them and like letting them run. Pass plays, though, you saw what you wanted to see today. It's not like we're hearing, hey, like Daniel Jones is like 2 for 9 in his first 9 passes. No, the ball was not hitting the ground. We're moving the ball downfield. We're taking shots. Garrett had 2 huge shot plays to him today. It's really encouraging stuff.
Yeah, and just seeing, the protection on some of these plays too. I mean, Tyron Smith is stonewalling dudes. I know AVT and Morgan Moses aren't in team drills yet coming back from their injuries, but looked like Max Mitchell had a good day. Like the offensive line, I know they're not wearing full pads yet, so you take it with a grain of salt. But the O-line looks light years better now than it did at any point last year at this time.
Yes. In my notes, I'm just looking at now, I said, anytime I watch Tyron Smith, it's a wall. Like he was stonewalling Jermaine Johnson, who I think very, very highly of as a pass rusher. And he's only going to get better from that, Jermaine. But we've watched the Tyron Smith tape. He doesn't really let up pressures at all. He never lets up sacks. He's rarely penalized. And he showed that today. Like you said, it's a bit harder without pads on. But his blind side is Tyron Smith for, God willing, as many games as possible. Man, the sky is truly the limit. Like I saw people on Twitter like saying, like, oh, nothing like training camp to like, get excited for no reason. I disagree, because this is stuff that's extremely transferable, and it's clear that this is how the offense is going to be run when we're playing another team. And, hey, I'm going to be back there in 2 weeks from today to watch them play against the Commanders. Hopefully, I'm trying to get tickets for that.
I got you if you need. I'll be there.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, you'll be there as well. Awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see really what's up then when we play another defense. But, again, we're playing against our defense, which is top 5 in the NFL easily, in my opinion. So it's a good litmus test.
Yeah, that to me is what's so exciting. We know the Jets defense is elite, so anytime the offense does something, it means something because we know this defense has proved for 2 years now they're one of the 3 or 4 best units in football.
Yeah, and were they rotating a lot today? Yeah, but were a lot of the majority of the big plays were with our corners on the field. Michael Carter, the last play of the game was like the last play of the practice was kind of a broken play where Rodgers rolled out to his left and hit Lazard for a touchdown. Michael Carter was in coverage on that. I actually had to rewatch it on like someone videoed it. I was like, there's no way Lazard beat Michael Carter. It was a bit of a broken play, but again, it was with the starters on the field from the defense. So all positive things. Literally, I don't have anything negative to report besides there were a couple pre-snap penalties, which were a bit frustrating, but it's July 25th. So we'll take those now and not in September.
I also liked how he threw Salah, Hackett, whoever. You commit a penalty, you come off the field for a play as a reminder, hey, this bleep from last year can't fly.
Immediately. Like Tyron Smith immediately knew to run off the field. Simpson knew immediately to run off the field. But yeah, the funny thing is I didn't even notice like really that Moses and AVT weren't in there. Like it was that seamless. The O-line last summer, Rodgers was very upset. I remember he was getting like fake sacked. Like they would run through and like the play would essentially be stopped, but they'll let the quarterback throw a ton. That didn't happen once today. Maybe on second team, we were talking about a pre-show with Tack McKinley. He had multiple sacks today that he really showed out, but that was all against Tyrod Taylor in the second team. First team showed up, basically no pressure on Rodgers the entire day.
Love that. Absolutely love that. Dan writes in, Andrew, are you excited to get your Aaron Rodgers lunchbox to bring with you when you start 6th grade in September? That's a great comment, Dan, and it fits perfectly because this was sent to me by someone at the Jets. Here's Andrew with his friends at training camp practice today. He's dead center on the right in the sauce jersey.
Oh, man. That's great. Actually,
look at you. Look at this.
Yeah, me and all my buddies. I met Tom Ace, I think is the name in the chat.
The Tom Ace
on the bus. I was sitting next to my mom, and he was getting off the bus, and he's like, "You're Andrew?" And I was like, "Yep." And then we chatted up a bit. Honestly, I texted you about it. It's so awesome when I meet anyone that knows me from this show. Like, I'm so grateful for you and everyone that taps in and just being able to do what I love and like meet all of you guys. It's actually an honor for me. So that was really cool. I also met someone else at the actual practice that came up to me. So yeah, I mean, it was all great vibes today. I'm all smiles.
I love it. I'll be there Saturday, Jeff Ed, so come say hello. You'll meet Steve Asman and my brother. Family outing Saturday in Florham Park. Let me ask you this before we get to some clips. Defensively, I saw the one play of Sauce locking down Garrett on the curl, and you had a couple good tweets or good notes on a tweet about it. Talk about what you saw on that play and specifically just how impressive Sauce is to watch in person.
Man, I mean, he's just something else. Like you always think with corners that they're going to just at some point not be able to play at the level that they're playing at, especially when they're playing at the level that Sauce is playing at. He was pressed up with Garrett. Garrett ran like a really good route, got off the line, didn't let him get pressed. And Sauce his hips are so unnaturally good at moving for his size that he just stayed on him. And the pass breakup, basically the entire day, the fans were cheering for the offense, as you would assume they would. The fans went crazy when Sauce had the pass breakup. Because like Garrett versus Sauce, like we love that. Rodgers knew that he was going to go there. Like the crowd kind of knew. It was a 3-by-1, so Garrett was isolated. It was just Garrett and Sauce. And we kind of knew that I was going to go there. And Sauce won that rep. But like we saw in Hard Knocks, that iron sharpens iron quote that some people don't love, but it's true. We have two of the top guys that are so young at receiver and corner. And Sauce won that one. And it's going to be good for Garrett, I think. It's only good for Garrett to face the hardest corner he'll face in the NFL in practice. Could only make him better.
Yeah, I mean, we said it last year, and it turned out it was true. Like, the toughest matchup for Garrett Wilson in practice every day is when he has to go against Sauce. And honestly, by the end of the year, if Aaron's out there, Garrett's going to play himself into that top 5 conversation. It's going to be one of, if not the toughest matchup for Sauce all year in practice too.
Yeah. That's why I'm just hoping that they kind of travel Sauce in practice a little bit more, But today was like the second day of practice, so I don't know if they're going to continue to do that. But Garrett really had DJ's number today. Garrett was burning DJ like a ton, as you would hope he would. But yeah, Garrett versus Sauce as much as possible just to help Garrett continue to progress as a player. And like you said, he's going to be top 5 this year. I'm pretty sure of it if Rodgers is healthy.
This was Aaron Rodgers yesterday talking about coaching up Garrett Wilson and Malachi Corley, who I want to specifically ask you about. But yeah. I think I want to play this for you because as someone like you who knows the X's and O's and has been in the film room before with these high-level athletes, this is the value, in my opinion, of Rodgers being back. Obviously, he's a great player, but the mental aspect of that position that he plays so well with that they didn't have last year. Take a listen.
Garrett has a different skill set than I'm used to. He's so dynamic with his moves. Sometimes he doesn't need to do all that. So sometimes he can just speed cut out of something. And so we're just talking through, I'm going to watch the film, but it was basically like, what did you see? How come he did this? What do you think about speed cutting maybe? And then let's watch the film and talk about it. With Malachi, he's a great kid. He really is. He cares about it. He wants to be great. It's just a little reminder when we're running a certain route in the 3x1 and he has a vertical. If he has inside leverage already, he can just push straight up and the ball's going to be on him. So it's like a reminder. I might not have been in on the play, but I'm watching the play. And if we run the exact same play and you're in there, this is what I need from you. So it's just get on the same page as those guys. And I think that's an important part of being a professional is if you're not in, you're still taking a mental rep. As a quarterback, if I'm not taking that rep, I still got to let these guys know if I was in there, this may have happened. Not that Ty didn't do something right or something. Ty's, he's a phenomenal player. But if there was a situation where you could have gotten the ball, his angle was way too flat. You got to be vertical and expecting the ball on your back shoulder. So I'm just going to stay on those guys and coach them up as much as I can. And they got a great coach, though. I love having SJ here. Love having Tony Deuce here. And excited about the season.
The value of that, Andrew. Break that down.
I mean, there's nothing like it. I think most quarterbacks would say that, but the fact that he's like talking about how when he's on the sideline, he's mentally taking reps and watching receivers, how they run routes, because we have to keep in mind, there's not any game time that they've played together. So the chemistry is going to continue to build. And it's really, really important that they're on the same page with each other. It's so simple what he's saying, but it's also so complex in the sense of like, Aaron is so good at what he does that he's expecting Garrett to be at a certain landmark or a certain point at a certain set in his drop. So if he's taking one hitch, 3-step drop, one hitch, and wants the ball out there, he wants Garrett at a certain place on the field with whatever route he's running. That's just going to take time. That's kind of what he's talking about. He's saying sometimes Garrett's almost too good for himself in the sense that he's running these routes so quickly, the timing and the rhythm could be slightly off because of it. But once they get that down, it's over with.
You would say that was a high-level football breakdown from Aaron Rodgers, right?
Yes. I always say everything he does is high level.
So you would say that there's no way someone would ever say that his football IQ is not great, right?
No one on like national television, I would really hope.
Mm-hmm.
Forget about his vaccine and political opinions. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high. Aaron's football IQ isn't very high.
It's interesting, too. Sounds like Aaron's been a great teammate, right? He's helping Garrett. He's helping Malachi Corley. That guy couldn't be a cancer.
This guy is a cancer that's metastasized throughout the entire building in Florham Park. And I don't know why Jets fans can't see it.
Well, Chris Canty, we're not stupid. That's why. Anyway, Andrew, I digress. Give us some more takeaways before we show some of the plays you have for us.
Yeah, so I want to slow down a bit on the Allen Lazard hype train. And I was saying, like, if I wasn't at practice today, I'm on Twitter, I'm looking at Zach Rosenblatt tweeting. He goes, Allen Lazard makes another catch. He's having an insane camp. Now, the catch was on a 5-yard out route with off coverage. Jake, if you ran that route or if I ran the route, it would have been completed. It was nothing crazy. The touchdown, nothing crazy. I guess he made a nice jumping catch. But I just want to slow down a bit on him. I'm happy with what he's been doing. He did have a bad drop today, which really, really hurt him a ton last year. But besides that, I just wanted to slow down Lazard a bit. I in my notes, Leaky Fotu, I think that's his name. Unbelievable today. He was showing out a ton in the run game. He had 2 huge run stops, both tackle for losses. Tack McKinley had 2. I had for 2 sacks. Most people had him for 3. I thought Tyra had a really nice back shoulder throw today to Malik Taylor?
Malik Taylor, yep.
Malik Taylor, who made a really good adjustment on the ball. My notes, Mike Williams is huge because he comes onto the field late, and I'm like, damn, that's Mike Williams. Like, not on the field, onto the practice squad, onto the practice field. It's like, damn, we need him healthy ASAP. He's as big as everyone as it says he is, and he's just going to be such a big player for us in our offense. And then I just said, kind of interesting, early punt returners. It was Tariq Cohen, Xavier Gibson, Malachi Corley, who are all taking punt returns, kick returns, which I think is really interesting with the new rules. I think there's going to probably be 2 guys back there. I would love to have Malachi Corley back there. I think
Get the 3 again. It was Corley, Gibson, and Tariq Cohen.
And Tariq Cohen, yeah.
Interesting.
And I think Tariq Cohen's kind of a lock to make the roster at this point, which
really
doesn't bode well for Izzy, obviously. But I think with the new rules, Tariq Cohen's going to be a huge asset in the kick return.
Did he look healthy? Obviously, he did. If you're saying that, like he looked that impressive that you think he's going to make the team.
Yeah, he had the best run of the day out of any running back on just like a little cutback on a zone play. He cut it back and out.
Who was the quarterback? Was it Peasley or it was Tyrod?
Tyrod.
Interesting.
Outran the entire defense. I don't see how Tariq Cohen doesn't make the roster, honestly, just because of them being the 3 as the kick returners and punt returners. I know you had Sean Syed, who's awesome, who's broke down all the stuff about the new kick return rules. I think Cohen's going to be a huge, huge asset in the kick return game. And I think that'll get him on the roster.
That's really good insight there. I've not heard anyone talk about that. Braylon Allen, Malachi Corley, your thoughts on some of the rookie performances there, and then we'll get to Stiggers, who I think had another pick today if he was in bounds. Yeah. I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah. So Braylon Allen, again, really hard to evaluate the running backs with shorts and T-shirts on, but looks good. Really well-built guy, obviously, as we know. A lot of juice. Caught a couple of passes out of the backfield, which shows like he didn't put anything on the ground, which was cool. Malachi, it looks like he's going to be struggling for reps in the beginning. Like he was solely on the second team. And surprisingly enough, to even mention, Jason Brownlee was on the third team all of today, which is a bit frustrating in my eyes because I actually really like Brownlee. So I think he's going to have some trouble even possibly making the team, which I hope changes as like the training camp goes on. But yeah, Corley's just going to have to get in and learn the offense. We're going to try and manufacture touches for him, I hope, because he's so explosive with the ball in his hands. But yeah, nothing crazy note-wise on those 2. I think that they're just going to need to do as good as they can to be sponges and take every rep in because that's so important at this time for them. And then Stiggers looked really good in just like the individual drills. He looked like he was one of the guys. And then, as you said, he played a vertical route so well that he basically ran the route for whatever receiver it was. It was a bit far away. And the quarterback, whether it was Tyrod or Peasley at the time, threw it out of bounds a bit, but Stiggers picked it off. So he's been flashing a ton, which is really, really cool to see. Obviously, his story is awesome, and we drafted him super late, but I think he's also a lock to make the team at this point.
That's good to hear. Break down the play where on the drive the field drill, Rodgers hit Conklin for 15 on a 4th and 5. Are we going to see a lot of T. Conk in this offense?
You would really think that you were going to. It was just on like a little corner route from the slot. I don't remember what the outside receiver did. I wish I had like videos of all of these so we could rewatch it. But Rodgers and him were on the same timing. It was really good tempo of a throw. 4th and 5, I think we dropped out into like a zone defense, and Rodgers hit him before he even broke out into the corner. So whatever defensive back was in the area in the zone couldn't really make a play on it, and it was a huge conversion. And then we like ran the ball twice, ended up being like 3rd and 3, and that's when he hit Lazard on a little broken play for the touchdown. But what you were saying about Conklin, he's in for a huge year. He is. It's going to be a big year for Conklin, because that's a focal point of this West Coast offense with the tight end over the middle on seam routes, the tight end sitting over the middle. So once they get chemistry together, like I speak so highly of Garrett, but Conklin's going to be huge for us in the passing game.
Peter wrote in, Andrew got a Woody at practice. I believe we call that on the show a Woody Johnson, Peter. Sounds like you were excited today, Andrew. You saw competent offensive football.
Yeah, like to be honest, the way Bobby has to like turn his freaky down, I was feeling it today for sure.
Yeah,
feeling it.
Let's go, baby. Yeah,
Calm your freaky down.
A lot of good vibes.
Offense, football, the New York Jets. It's all happening. Hit the like button if you're tuning in. Gusbuster Hotline is pinned in the comments. So if you want to ask Andrew a question about what he saw directly, you can. Obviously, Super Chats will cut the line. You could ask Andrew about anything he saw at practice today because he was there breaking it down for the people. You said you had a couple clips you want to go through. Want to do that right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll do that as we get to a couple Super Chats here. The first one is from Chef Kevin, who chimes in. Last week, I had to cancel my cards, and I forgot to update my YouTube. I tried to post an emoji, and it wouldn't let me. I'm still taking receipts about Rob. Let's go, Chef Kevin. He is officially an Asmaniac once again. He did it the old-fashioned way by ponying up the old $4.99 and making it happen.
Oh, nice.
At the Chef Kevin for coming through. All right, Andrew. This next Super Chat is from Third Man, who says, Florio now says the Jets overhyped the AR Egypt trip. You said Mike Florio? I do not care. But thank you for the $2, Third Man. Appreciate your support. All right, Andrew, whenever you're ready, share your screen, and we will break down whatever you got for us.
Yeah. It's going to be tough because it was all video from a phone, obviously.
That's all right. I'm gonna put it up. We can can you put it on because I see what it looks like right now. Can you put it on a different like web, not browser, but like a web screen? If you have a MacBook, you know what I'm talking about, the different desktop options you have.
Let me see. Well, what would I click on?
Well, you know what? Here, do this. So move the video a little more to the middle of your screen. Yeah, that's perfect. That way it kind of covers up.
Okay.
Because we had like screenception.
Yeah. Let me just get out of that, and then
there you go.
This. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So this was just a good play. I think this is the Rodgers' little out route to Garrett. I wish I could zoom. Oh wait, I just did that by accident.
That's the best. Yep. Perfect.
Okay. Sweet. Yeah. So it's far away, but it's a Garrett out route to like the far left of the field. It's kind of a play we ran a lot last year. But what I loved in this play, and I was going to tweet it, but then some reason, I think if you're not verified, the video quality gets bad. You guys could see Tyron Smith versus Jermaine Johnson here. This is kind of what I meant with the stonewalling. Just a really clean pocket. Tyron almost could have thrown Jermaine to the ground there, right here. And clean pocket. Rodgers gets the ball out before Garrett even gets out of his break, and completion. That was on like a third down drill that they were running. So that was really good to see. There's Mike Williams actually with Sean Jefferson, the wide receivers coach. I cannot wait until Mike Williams gets onto the field. So that was a good play. That's it. These are like all. See how
you can rapid fire through them because it's not a true film breakdown.
Right. Here we go. This was on 7. This was 7-on-7 clip. Let's see what this even was. Right. This was Garrett. This was the Garrett 55-yard play that was probably would have been PI. This is Garrett right here against DJ Reed, right off the line. He had a sweet release, almost diamond released him, got him off balance. This throw from Rodgers was outrageous. Really good tracking too. And then right at the end, I don't know if you guys could see, but DJ kind of yanked him right here, and Garrett almost came in with it. It was a perfect throw. I could say that if DJ didn't touch him, that it would have been probably completed. But absolute beautiful throw from Rodgers there, and the crowd was pissed. And then Garrett on his way back, we could hear him. He was like saying like, "Damn, he can't. He's holding me." But yeah, that was an awesome play that Connor Hughes had tweeted about.
Look at that logo, by the way, on the facility. They updated it, and it looks tremendous.
Absolute beauty. Yep. And Rodgers threw this ball. It looked like about 60 yards. pretty effortlessly and right on target. So
it's like everything we said. As long as the arm still works, he's Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly. That's really all we've been saying. See what this one was here. So yeah, funny enough, I saw Rodgers doing this a ton today. He was changing so much at the line for a second practice is crazy. So right there, his first cadence, sees what the defense is in, and he's going to can it. So he cans it, changes it to whatever play he wanted in the huddle, probably the second play. Let's see what even happened here. I don't have this memorized. Yeah, just a good job getting to Brees in the flat. Again, you can't really tell that's Quincy Williams there. You can't tell if Brees would have broken this in real life, but it kind of looks like he would have. But you loved seeing Rodgers just getting through his reads, nothing there, quickly get the ball out to Brees. That'll never be a bad thing. And then Brees took it upfield for a big game there.
I love it. I'm excited. You got me hyped.
Those are the three I got.
You got me hyped. I'll get everyone hyped if you're just joining us.
High formation, Carter the I-back. Rodgers under center, drops back. Lobs one, front left pylon. It is caught, Garrett Wilson. It's a Jet touchdown. Aaron Rodgers slips a magical throw to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets are on the board.
We will see you in New Orleans, Andrew, for the Jets versus whoever in the Super Bowl.
Don't care. As long as we're there. But yeah, that play, by the way, did I talk to you about that in the pre-show? Or did I say this already about that play?
I don't know. I think we did talk about it pre-show, but go ahead. I'm sure it's all good stuff.
Yeah. Long story short, it was the first play of practice, and we had, I think I did say this, but it was one running back, two tight ends, hard play fake. Garrett had like a little out and up on DJ, cooked him, and surprisingly, Garrett was open and he got the ball accurately, which was probably something rare for him to feel, but that's going to be all what's going to happen this year. Rodgers did a great job looking off the safety, and in real life, that looked like a touchdown to me.
Here, I'll give you a better view of the play. By the way, Adam, I see you in the chat, my man. My email is asmanjake@gmail.com. If you email me something, it has to be an MP4. Otherwise, I have to download it and then convert it, and it takes too long to get it ready for StreamYard. So if you send me plays, MP4 format. Otherwise, I can't play it. But anyway, I'm going to pull up the Rodgers to Brees play that I referenced because the Jets themselves posted it. So just to give people an idea on something you referenced as a big play earlier, I'm going to screen share on my end now, and we'll go through it. So here we go. Let's go. So you guys should be able to see my screen now. And let's break it down. Here we go. Rodgers escapes. Moving. Pinpoint accuracy. I'll throw this on loop right now. I don't care. Boom. I mean, this doesn't look like a guy who's 140 and 2 coming off a serious injury when you just watch the movement.
Yeah. This was like a little 7-on-7 drill. Nothing was there at first, so then they ran the scramble drill out of it. Brees as a receiver, 25 yards down the field, catching an absolute rope from Rodgers is also a great sight. But like you said, it does not look like someone who just came off an injury or who's 40, plants off the foot well, throwing on the run effortlessly. Everything that you could want was there today, and can't say enough. It was really, really a sight to behold, and the ball comes off his hand just differently. It's just really different to see in person. The way he throws the ball, the velocity that comes out, you could see it in this. I mean, it's almost like a 70 or like a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, the way it looks. But that's how it looks to all of us when we're watching. And then we showed the plays to Garrett where he's still able to put good touch on all the balls that go deep, throw 50 yards, 60 yards accurately. And he's still able to throw balls like this on the run really well.
I think Brees was surprised at how damn sick that throw was.
Yeah, those were like almost the ones that, like, if anyone's played football, like it comes on you so fast and you're like, damn, like I have to catch this because like it was so perfect. But that's what it looked like.
Let me see if the Jets. Let me see if they put anything else out there. Trying to find it. So the Jets already. I mean, they couldn't wait to put out the Garrett play. We already showed you that angle on the edited refusing call. That's all I have right here. Let me See if I got anything else that's good. I was bookmarking a bunch of stuff. No, yeah, we basically covered all the big stuff here. This is what Nick Faria said, takeaway-wise. You tell me your thoughts on his observations. Biggest winner today, Tack McKinley, by far New York's best defensive player. Recorded 3 sacks by my count. We hit on that. Nick wrote, Garrett Wilson dominated DJ Reed today, and it wasn't close. Aaron Rodgers had time in the pocket and was surgical. Max Mitchell and Tyron Smith were noticeable in how great they played. Really encouraging signs. We know Tyron Smith's a Hall of Famer, but Max Mitchell, what'd you see from him if you watched him?
Great. The entire line kind of looked really cohesive, which was rare. Like I said, last training camp, it was a lot different where the defense was getting tons of pressures, but Mitchell looked really good. And I think if he could be a swing tackle for us that is behind Olu essentially, and whenever a tackle were to go down or it does go down at some point, if he could give us some decent snaps like he did today, that would be so valuable for the team.
I love it. All right, let's open it up. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Reminder, today's the last day to enter our Jake Asman merch store giveaway. We'll do more of them, but for today, it's your last chance at winning any hat in the Jake Asman merch store. It's easy to enter. You could have 4 entries to win. If you follow me on Twitter at Jake Asman and Instagram at Jake Asman, or how about at Jake Asman Show on Twitter, at Jake Asman Show on Instagram. So if you follow all 4 accounts, 4 entries. If you follow one, you get 1 entry. You get the point. It's easy. It's a social media giveaway. Your name is added to a list. I'll pick out 3 winners, and we will send you any hat of your choice. I'll DM you if you won. Stay tuned if you are a winner. All right. Ryan wants to know, was McDonald on first team today?
On and off. You know how the Jets do their defensive line rotations. Funny enough, whoever that was that came up to me and he asked me, it was Jake again as Maniac. He asked me what I thought of McDonald today. It's very hard to watch everything at once. Obviously, we're seeing one play at a time. I was very focused on how the offense was doing, the offensive line, Rodgers, obviously, all of that. I did watch McDonald a few times. He looked fine to me. He does look a bit slimmed down, so I think he's going to be solely playing edge, which we figured. But he was on and off first team today. I think he was rotating in with Clemens a bit.
Javier, Andrew, does Rutgers still appear to be a flop?
No, not in my opinion. He had at least 2 catches today.
When was he ever a flop in the first place, Javier?
Yeah. Also, don't think he's. I don't want to say he's a flop already. I think it's too early to say that anyway. But he had 2 nice catches today over the middle that I recall, and really any tight end in his offense is going to excel because of Rodgers. So I think whether it's Conklin, who's a very, very good tight end, and obviously more developed than Ruckert, it'll be good. But if Conklin were to go down or Ruckert's in on 2 tight end sets, Ruckert's going to be able to hold his own for sure.
All right. I was just sent some videos from Adam, the listener who wanted to send us some plays here. So let me pull it up and see if I could screen share this. They're .mov mob videos, so I can't even. It's not gonna do what I needed to do. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to screen share it. So Adam, I'm gonna try and play your video, but if the audience can't see it, you got to send MP4s, man. But thank you for trying. You do have a great view. He was right at the 50. Let me see if I can get this to work.
Purple Belt Mike says he has 5 questions for me.
Oh, I think we're in luck. We might be able to get this to work. Can you see that?
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is from one of our great listeners. See what play this is.
This looks like the first play to Garrett.
This is the first. Oh, this is different angle. There it is. Boom! Jets football. Points being scored. Love it.
Beauty.
All right. He's got more plays for us. Don't worry. Keep going here. Let's do this one. All right. Here we go. You tell me if you could see this. I got a screen share again. Here we go. I have no idea what this play is, so we're watching it all together.
Oh, okay. I'm so happy. That was the play I was talking about, the Lazard out that they were tweeting about, saying like Lazard's back. I was like, all right, let's
watch
slow
it
it
again.
down. Yeah.
Is Lazard back? Is it the summer of Lazard?
So
summer of Allen.
So far, that's what all the beat writers seem to think. But yeah, that was just like a simple 5-yard out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
nothing crazy.
That's nothing crazy. But a year ago, he probably drops that. So small victories.
Right.
All right. Play 3 from listener Adam here. Here we go. All right. Got it loaded. Let's go. All right. It should be up right now. You see that?
Yes.
Beautiful. Here we go. 15 seconds. I like it. Oh, yeah. Give us a zoom. A little 7-on-7 here. If anyone's filming, give us this angle if possible. This is what we need. Oh, this is a great view of that play.
Yeah.
That's PI. That would have been called in the game. Reed definitely committed PI here. Watch this again.
Right.
Garrett had him cooked. Yep. They're throwing that flag every time there. Unless it's, you know what? It's the Jets, so you never know, but it's the Jet on Jets here, so we're throwing the flag.
Yeah.
That's PI.
Great ball, too. And it looked
right
like
here,
yeah.
On the shoulder. Yep. What a ball, dude. That is an unreal throw by Rodgers. Look at this. Look at this. That's our quarterback.
Garrett shook him off the line here, too, I remember. Yeah.
Boom. What a ball. What a ball.
Absolute beauty.
All right, we got 2 more from, once again, listener Adam providing us with the elite footage. All right, let's see. Well, this one's a little – the view on this one is upside, or it's like sideways, so warning in advance, people, but we'll watch it anyway. I don't know why this one's different than the other ones, but it's the best I could do here. Let's see. So everyone turn your necks.
Yeah.
Can't even see who that is. Who called? Is it Garrett?
It might be.
I think it's Garrett.
Yeah, I think that was the play I showed.
Yep. Everyone turn your necks, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the Garrett out route.
If anyone wants to describe the passion of Jet fans, show them you and I turning our necks to watch a practice without pads on, full pads on in training camp. Play. All right, one more from listener Adam. Here we go. Another one of these neck jobs.
Right.
That's what she said. Here we go. Neck job. Here we go. Turn your heads, everyone.
I'm just going to flip my computer.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see. We got this. Rodgers. Was that the same play?
Yeah.
I told you this is hard the way he sent this. I'm definitely blaming you, and not me. All right, hold on. Last one here. Let's see if I can get this. This should work. Hopefully this is it is another neck job though.
Damn. All right.
Warning.
Let's see.
Unless she sent me the same video 3 times.
Yeah, I hope this is not the Garrett out
Here we
route.
go. Neck job.
Oh.
This kind of looks like the same play, doesn't it?
Yep. Yep, it's the same.
I bet you Garrett catches it. Adam, I appreciate the effort, but please don't send me the same play 3 times.
He's trying to break next
Anyway, I love this fan base. Tim checks in. Becton out of shape, puking at Eagles camp.
Did see that.
And water is wet.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that does not change.
All right. You said you got a playoff softball game at what time, Andrew?
At 6, but I'll stay on. I'll stay on for a while. A little while.
We'll do a couple calls here before we get rid of you. Big game tonight. Where's the game? Central Park?
No, I'm in Westchester right now, so it's a Scarsdale, where I'm from, softball league that we've been in.
Nice. What position are you?
Second base.
Nice.
That third. Keep it clean.
You're a big time athlete. They're hitting you third.
Yeah. I know. I got to show up tonight, hopefully.
Beautiful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first up on the Gusbuster hotline is a man who called yesterday rocking the Jake Asman Show polo. Purple Belt Mike. Hello, Mike.
Yo, what up? Since Andrew's got limited time, rapid fire real quick.
Yes, sir.
Did Olu play? And if he did, how'd he look?
He played. He looked good.
Stiggers, did he play against any of the starters, or was he like just second teamers just beating them up?
Just second teamers, but you would expect that for a 7th round pick, and he held his own. So honestly, as training camp goes on, I think we're going to see more and more chances for him to play with like maybe across from Sauce or maybe across from DJ just to get reps with the ones.
From what you've seen from him, do you think he can play with the ones? Unless one practice, but
Yeah, it's early, but yeah, he looks all the part to me.
the biggest difference that you notice with the offensive line from last year to this year?
They don't suck.
It's like just stability on the tackle position, really. Like having Tyron Smith was huge. The interior looked good. It honestly looked like they had a lot of continuity and like chemistry, which we've not been used to at all. I don't even remember who was playing tackle for us last year. I feel like it was Mitchell and just in training camp. I guess it was Mitchell and Becton was getting reps. But yeah, I mean, it's like night and day watching Tyron Smith left tackle compared to Mackay.
How did Tyron do versus us at week 2 last year? Was he stonewalling? I don't even remember.
Yeah, he was. Because I got some clips for us for Jake when we did the Tyron Smith review. Yeah, he had an awesome game against us.
And lastly, I'm going to my first training camp on Tuesday.
Nice.
So give like any tips for a first timer or what to expect or like how long it is and whatever.
Yeah. So Jake could help with this also.
Andrew was there with all his friends today.
Yeah, got a great spot. So actually, they don't even let you stay there, like on the edge. Like they'll make you like go back and sit in your seats. I got there 9:30. You park at FDU, which is Fairleigh Dickinson, which is right across the street, and then they shuttle you over. And there's like tons of seats. The seating won't be a problem as long as you get there like 20, 30 minutes before it starts, which is 10:15 for us today. I think I was walking over there by like 9:45. We had our like pick of the litter of whatever seat we really wanted. And then like if you're really into the autographs at the end, like it seemed like everyone was signing autographs. So just hop on the side and like fight with the little kids. But I got out of there before that happened.
What do you mean? You are one of the kids.
Right. I was with all my buddies getting autographs at the end.
Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
Mike, great job. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of little kids, someone who was with Andrew today is our favorite now. You know, he's not a kid anymore. He's a teenager. He just turned 13 like last week. Ladies and gentlemen, Connor Long is up next. Hello, Connor. Connor, unmute your mic.
There we go. Andrew, Jake, how are you guys doing?
How was camp today, man? What do you think of your experience?
It was fun. Really enjoyed it. Oh God, yeah. See, I'm right next to Andrew. There, we're both. Andrew was rocking the white sauce today. I was rocking the black sauce. But yeah, I got Sauce's autograph. I'm just joking. So
Connor actually hooked me up with the tickets for today, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, little Jet X Factor hookup.
Wow. No one's hooking me up with anything. Interesting.
So a few questions regarding camp. I think Quantez Stiggers had another interception today. I mean, he's looked great throughout OTAs and mini camp, and then throughout first 2 days of camp. What do you think we should expect out of him in 2024? Kind of, I know it's still early, but in his role, we've seen him thrive already. And then also, I think Salah said something about taking the Travis kind of rehab kind of in the slow matter, kind of pacing his way, and then they signed Ben Bryant. Do you think he could beat out Peasley for quarterback 3 week 1? And do you think we could see Travis even healthy for week 1? But appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Connor.
Yeah, great stuff. I was actually thinking about that Bryant kid just walking in and being in a quarterback room with Rodgers and Tyrod Taylor. He literally got signed this morning off the streets because we put Reddick on like the reserve list. I know nothing about him. I won't act like I do because it was the first time I ever heard of him. I really don't even know much about Peasley. As far as our quarterback room goes, you want Travis to be healthy at some point, and then it's obviously all about Rodgers and Tyrod. Stiggers-wise, you hope he plays well in special teams this year, and if he's ever needed to play because of any injuries, maybe he'll get opportunity, but ideally he wouldn't play much at all as a cornerback this year for us.
Yeah, that's certainly the hope. I mean, last year you had what? You had DJ Reed had the concussion. Sauce had COVID. Is that why he missed the Eagles game? He had something where he didn't play. Or Sauce had he had a concussion too, didn't he? But he said he felt fine, but he couldn't clear it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was something weird. But anyway, like that's the scenarios where maybe Stickers could see some action, but we'll see. As far as Jordan Travis goes, I kind of felt like we knew he wasn't going to be ready. I don't know why they waited so long to sign a fourth quarterback. It's weird. And also, maybe they tried and he said, I'm good. I'll wait until something better opens up. But, like, why not just bring back Trevor Siemian? He knows the offense. You went 2-1 with him last year. He's like another coach on the field. He's been in the league forever. Why not bring that guy in? Because, like, he can run your offense and get guys valuable reps by just knowing the playbook. This kid they signed, he doesn't know the playbook yet. It's going to take him weeks to get caught up.
I agree. That's honestly a great point. It's way easier when you come in as Siemian. Like you said, he's very comfortable in our system. This kid, Ben Bryant, I've not heard of. I don't know if Siemian is he still a free agent?
I checked. He's a free agent, yeah.
Yeah. So interesting. I'm sure he would be literally the vet minimum. So maybe they do look to do that at some point just to have some stability behind Tyrod because, like you said, Travis is not going to be ready by week 1.
Interesting. Yeah, that's an odd one. All right, couple minutes left with Andrew. We go right now to Tim from Fishland. Hello, Tim.
What's up, Jake? So, looking at that play, 2 things that I saw on that play.
Which play?
The deep one to Garrett.
Okay.
Okay, the first play.
The play that's known as jet porn. Yep.
Yep. I mean, it's sexy, great throw. That's a typical Rodgers throw. But one thing is the offensive line. Okay, the offensive line's actually there's a wall behind him. Okay, there's nobody leaking out, which is great. But the negative, and I'm not a pessimistic, I'm not JJ, I'm not Gary, DJ Reed. He's got to stop getting beat. Okay, it doesn't matter if that was Jalen Waddle. You see what I mean? Like that's what worries me about Reed is that you'll put Sauce on Hill, but
Tim. Every quarter gets beat, man. I mean, we're like if you compare like DJ Reed to Sauce or like Revis, like like they're 1-of-1. They're the best in the league. Like Reed's a really good number 2 corner. Garrett's maybe a top 5 receiver in the sport.
Yeah, but I could see why they're probably not going to re-sign DJ Reed after this year. That's why I'm just hoping Stiggers actually like comes out and balls out and maybe takes his job. Maybe, you know what I mean? He's younger, faster. You never know. But
yeah, but that's a year from now. DJ Reed has proven he's a really good football player. Like I'll give him a break. It's one practice,
I'm not saying that he's a bad football player. I'm just saying I see things already leaking from last year, and it's a little bit worrisome. You see what I mean? To me, especially if you got 2 dynamic wide receivers on each side.
Andrew, are you worried about DJ Reed like Tim is?
I'm not worried. I would like for the Jets to travel Sauce with the number 1. That's all I would like. I think DJ Reed against any number 2 corner is a matchup we'll take every day. And like you said, every corner gets beat. It's the second hardest position in the NFL, in my opinion. It's so hard. Everything's against them. It's such a hard position to play. Every stat we shows DJ Reed is above average as a cornerback. So there's no reason to think that he's going to be like someone that's a huge worry for us going into next year. I think that's gotten like a little overdone with like him getting beat on a couple long touchdowns, like the Waddle one comes to mind. But besides that, every dog has its day, and especially as a cornerback, that's going to happen. It's a very volatile position, so I'm not worried about him now.
Yeah, I mean the reason why they might not pay DJ Reed is because someone else is going to pay him like a number 1 corner. That's why. If they could get DJ Reed back at the same contract he's on right now, they might sign him today. But he's had 2 really good years, so someone's going to pay him to be a number 1 somewhere.
Yeah, he's only 27. He's young, and he's played his ass off for us. Like I'm not going to be down on that on DJ at all.
Yeah, I'm with you. Speaking of negative people, Bang Mateo. Talk about Corley and Stiggers. Well, we did Stiggers. How about Corley?
Yeah, like I said about Corley, going to be a huge adjustment period for him. He's just going to have to try and get reps wherever he can. I'm hoping that they have a couple gadget plays where he plays like 8 to 10 snaps a game on offense. God willing, don't need him to play much more if our 3 receiver set is Gibson, Garrett, and Mike Williams to start the year. But I could very well see Corley competing for reps with Gibson at a point in the year, maybe halfway through. And then, God willing, he ends up being the starting slot for us going forward because he is as dynamic as you get. I still think that pick was a home run. I'm not going to change my mind on that.
I am pledging 1 channel membership a day until JQuest gets his membership back. For some reason, he cannot get it gifted. I don't know what the problem is, so I'm going to try right now. No one has gifted a membership yet, so JQuest, I'm going to give it a go. And I'm going to gift 1 a day until you get a channel membership or someone in the audience gifts you a channel membership. But 1 membership is currently being gifted to the great JQuest, who provides hilarity in the comment section if you're a long-time listener of the show. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Tom Ace got the membership. The guy who recognized Fialkow at camp today. Yeah.
Let's go, Tom.
Yeah, Tom Ace. Boom.
Bring it back.
All right. Are you ready for one last call, Andrew? Because I know you got to run.
Yeah, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, this guy got a chance to speak with Andrew before the show even started. And now we'll do it live.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course.
Hey, Andrew, you like that one? That was like my way back one. Yeah, that was crazy, huh? My homeboy, Andrew. How you doing, guy?
What's up, Bobby? Is that like that's like your first YouTube show? What was that?
Kind of back when, I think one of my first ones, yeah.
Okay.
I was way back when. How was my guy doing? Braylon Allen doing, the running back?
Good. He looks really good. Obviously, he's a well-built guy. Like I said before, it's so hard to judge the running backs in shorts.
Right, that's true. Good call.
They're just wrapping up, and basically it's two-hand touch, and then the running back just finishes the rep. But he caught a couple of passes out of the backfield, which he's going to need to do.
Oh, that's good.
And I love Braylon.
Does anyone love Braylon Allen more than Bobby Midnight?
Well, I like him. He reminds me of playing on the Giants, okay, that ran over preseason game, Hall of Fame game, and then he ran right over them.
This is why JQuest needs a membership, by the way, for comments like this.
Yeah, he's always full of them. Yep, I agree. JQuest loves the type weird stuff. Yep. Funny stuff, yep. But he does deserve a membership, I agree. I tried a couple of times.
Well, Tom has a membership now. He says, "Oh, how I miss using the Edgemos." Shout out to Keith Best.
Yeah, emojis. That's what they're called. So you have it in baseball game, young man. I hope you win.
Yes, sir. God willing.
Bobby, what did you think of Andrew at camp today? It looked like he had fun with his friends.
Yeah, he's a young kid. Remember, I told him. I thought he was like 18.
How old do you think I am?
I thought you were 18. How old are you?
Well, right now, if I asked you how old I am, like, what would you say?
18.
Oh, I'm 24.
Wow, you look younger than that.
I appreciate
You remind me of my cousin Johnny. That's who you remind me of.
Oh, nice.
What about your cousin Vinny?
No, I don't have a cousin Vinny.
Oh.
He lives in New York. He's a cop.
Oh,
my Johnny. He lives up in Suffern, New York.
Yeah.
That's where he lives. Yeah.
Nice.
JQuest wants to know, Andrew, was Angela at practice?
Now, is Angela a person?
I'm trying to remember what the bit was with Angela. I was kind of hoping you did.
I think that there's actually someone named Angela in the chat that was like,
oh yeah. Yeah, that was making like comments about like taking you to prom or something, wasn't that?
Yeah.
Oh, she had a crush on you?
It could have been Bobby. We got to be careful.
Could have been a dude.
It could have been a dude.
Gotta
be careful.
Yeah.
Here. We don't know who that was, but yeah.
No, definitely gotta be careful. But I hope you have a girlfriend. I think you should have a girlfriend.
No, I'm single.
Wow, all the girls should be happy. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the single life.
Well, I am too.
Angela says, "Bobby, I love you."
Oh,
who's that?
I thought that was Angela.
Who's that?
That's Angelo, not Angela. Just to be clear.
I don't even know. I don't float that way. I'm sorry.
You don't. Which way do you float?
I float for the girls.
I don't
go.
You sure?
Oh, is that Gary's wife? Hi, Gary's wife. Oh, there she is. Got a good looking. Do you always have to embarrass me like that? Wait until you get on my show. I'm gonna embarrass you too. Okay.
All right. Well, what if I never go on your show? Then how?
Well, thanks a lot. I appreciate that. You make me feel like crap then. Yep. You make me feel like poop.
Oh, stop
No,
it, Bobby. It's all
and-
good fun. We love you.
Yeah, I know, but stop.
You were heavily featured in the best of the Jake
Andrew,
Asman
you
show.
gotta come on my show soon, okay?
Yeah.
You better, otherwise your butt's going to be on a stick over
No,
this.
that's don't show that again because that's flattered. Me and Ryan talked. Not Ryan.
O'Leary?
Matt O'Leary talked,
Oh,
and we squashed the bug.
Oh, good.
Squashed.
All right. I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, he's the pot stirrer right there. Pot stirrer.
All right.
Remember he did that the last time we and you talked?
Oh, Jake's the pot stirrer, you mean?
Yes, he's the pot stirrer.
He's
Yep.
just
He
stirring around.
loves to do this.
I'm gonna stir the pot with my boomerang that Craig in Australia gave me when I met him.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. That's very nice.
What else is going on, Bob?
Not that much, but I'm hoping that you win tonight.
Thank you.
Win like 8-0. No, 8-2.
8-2. Okay. We'll
That
give up
sounds
2 runs. We'll give up 2 runs.
Yeah, and then you win.
Yeah.
Then tell your pitcher I told him 8-2, and then you win 8-2.
Yeah, I'll tell
Tell
him.
Bobby Midnight says you guys are gonna win. I'm
All right.
out now. It's Andrew has to leave.
All right,
Bye,
Bobby.
Andrew.
We'll see you
All right,
later.
Bob.
Yeah. Oh no, you're not playing that game. Are you?
What game?
Wait a minute.
He's gonna try and find a way out.
One of the greats. Anyway, Andrew, thank you for hopping on, man. I appreciate
Yeah.
you.
No, this is a fun one. I'm really happy that we got to rejoice about real things that happen and not just hoping. And we got to watch real clips of Aaron Rodgers.
I can't think of a better way to play you out than by doing this. You have a good game tonight. Bring home a W. He's
Yes,
Andrew Fialkow. My name is Jake Asman. We continue right after some Jets porn.
High formation, Carter the I-back. Rodgers under center, drops back. Lobs one, front left pylon. It is caught, Garrett Wilson. It's a Jet touchdown. Aaron Rodgers slips a magical throw to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets are on the board.
If you're not excited after that, I mean, come on. Come on. The goal's the Super Bowl, baby. We'll see you in New Orleans.
It has to be the goal. I mean, the beauty is every single year there's 8 to 12 teams, maybe. Probably less, but 8 to 12 teams that could actually do it. And we're one of those 8 to 12.
Mark Ferraro checks in. Stirring the pot should be the next emoji. Someone make an emoji of me stirring the pot, and we will get that up when we hit the next membership threshold, which we need it's over 30 now because some expired in between shows. So we got a lot of work to do for that, Mark, but we'll get there eventually. JJ says Andrew's mom is in the car waiting. Andrew's awesome, man. Dano says, good content, Andrew. By the way, we can reveal it. Dane was the one who sent me this in the Discord. I'm like, you got to email me this. It's the show on the show. Tremendous. All right, more of your calls. Gusbuster Hotline is open. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now is the great Kyle Clifton. Hello, Kyle.
What's going on, Jake? Take it easy on me. Don't treat me like poop. The one thing I took away from Andrew's call is that Izzy is in big trouble.
Yeah.
If he's saying offhand that Cohen is going to make the team, and we know how JD feels about his draft picks. Isaiah Davis is probably going to get some run. We didn't get a chance to really find out about how he did today, but all things being equal, he's going to make the team. I think Izzy is over and done. I wouldn't be surprised if they were looking to see if they could dump him for a late round pick, a future late round pick later in camp.
I agree. I was very surprised how effusive in his praise Andrew was on what he saw from Cohen today. That to me is notable, right? Because with the new rules on special teams, if Cohen flashes in that, and then he's not a liability when you put him out there in your offense, he's healthy. This guy's a former All-Pro at that, so he's got a path to making the team if that's the case.
So another thing that I took away from what he was saying was that they're going to give packages to Corley to kind of bring him along slowly, which is kind of what I've been thinking the whole time along. If he's going to be one of the two guys that are back, that's great. But what you have with him and what you have with Gibson are guys that are two kind of different styles with the slot. Corley is the guy who's going to run you over, and then Gibson's the guy who's a little bit more shifty. I think that there's value in that, and I think there's a lot of value in bringing Corley along slowly. So that's something that I'm going to be looking for throughout camp and into the beginning of the season. One last point. We got to take it easy on Jeremy Ruckert. The guy hasn't had any quarterback play in his first 2 years in the league.
He also hasn't had any chance to play. He's been buried on the depth chart.
Right. And I understand Jake Ferguson was taken after him, but, Dak has done some stuff in the league. They have a much better scheme. They have much better skill players surrounding him up until this point, right? Let's see if we can get a real quarterback out there. I think that Ruckert is,
Uh-oh. And we lost Kyle Clifton. But I agree with this point on Ruckert. Can we relax? Ruckert's made some plays these first 2 days. All right? I'm going to take a breath. Ruckert, first off, tight ends don't typically hit the ground running right away. It takes a little bit. He's in his third year, second year in this offense. He's got Aaron Rodgers throwing to him. He's the second string tight end, not the third. He's going to get an opportunity. And he will be awesome. So I'm excited. Gonzo Badger writes in, I saw Cohen today. He looked explosive and in shape. That's what we were hearing from Andrew, Gonzo. I hope you had a great time. Your son DM'd me on Instagram, and he thanked me for sending you guys the tickets, Gonzo. I said, it's my pleasure. I hope you guys had fun. He said you guys had a great day. So that's awesome. Once again, if anyone has extra training camp tickets, you send it to me, and I'll do my best to get it in the hands of Jet fans who could actually use them. Probably sent 10 to 12 tickets to fans to go today, which is awesome. I'll be there Saturday. I can't wait. If anyone needs tickets, message me, and if I have, I'll send them your way. Totally free. Anyone who's trying to sell free training camp tickets might be a scumbag. I'm just going to say that. All right? Give them the kids. Big Islanders fan checks in. He's been an Asmaniac for 4 months. I finally get to use my milestone chat. Good to see Aaron back. When is the first exhibition game? First team All-Pro for Wilson, Brees, and Rodgers. I might like suffer like from cardiac arrest if I'm watching an All-Pro season from the Jets quarterback, running back, and receiver. I'll tell you what. The Jets' first preseason game, I believe, is August 10th. Jets preseason schedule. Let's Google it real quick. August 10th against the Commies. Very interesting start time for that one. 12 p.m. It's at MetLife. 12 p.m. game. Am I sick enough to go to it? Probably. Right? Probably. But still, 12 p.m. like it's college football. The noon kick. And then everyone knows where I'm going to be for the Jets' second preseason game. T-Squared Social. You see they tagged me on Instagram today with info about the event. I'll see you guys there. Party's at 6:30. RSVP with that link I have in the description for the video if you're coming. The ultimate watch party for Jets Panthers. The ESPN New York promo team, they're going to be there. We're going to have a big-time Jet giveaway to raffle off that night. But I also would like to point out that the ESPN New York promo team being there, you know what that means? That means they are going to be giving away koozies, T-shirts, keychains, ESPN bags, all for free. And the pregame is going to be at Alden's. Bonesy is throwing a party unlike anything I've ever seen before. And that starts at 8 a.m. Dano says, Jake, someday can you dust off the Jake wide receiver tape? I'd have to find it, Dano, but yes. Ladies and gentlemen, more calls right now. This guy privately messaged me on Patreon earlier. He said, Jake, for every touchdown the Jets score this year, I want to give away 10 channel memberships during your show the following Monday. And I said, you bet your ass. Ladies and gentlemen, William Sprague. What's up, William?
Hello, Jake. How are you?
William, I'm better, and everyone watching is better now that you called in.
Well, you make my day every day, twice a day, Jake, and so do all the wonderful Jet fans. I can't even tell you how excited I am for this year. I haven't been this excited since, at least 2010. It's just the energy around this team. I just think this, I really do. I said it yesterday. I think this is the year. But I want to share it's kind of a comical story with you right now. You guys all know about my wife being in and out of the hospital. Well, she got sick again last night, and it's about 9 o'clock at night. She was having trouble breathing, so I called the ambulance. She's in the hospital now. She just has to get the fluid drained out. She's got like pleural effusion, which is like fluid on the lung, which she has to get out. She's on dialysis, unfortunately. So what do? I'm running around getting her ready before the ambulance came, and I tripped on my sneaker, and I fell straight back on the back of my head, and I run out, banging the ambulance door, and they called another ambulance. So I ended up in the next room to her last night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they ended up doing a CAT scan, and they told me I probably had a concussion, but, no bleeding, and they let me go. But I'm laughing about it now, and, now that I'm feeling better, the biggest regret I had is I said, if I had died from that, I would have missed this season. And that's the biggest thing I was worried about with this.
That is the most Jet fan story ever, William.
Oh, it's amazing.
Alive. Oh my God, I can't believe that. That's
well, obviously I gotta stay alive for a little while to take care of my wife. She needs me, but I did pledge that, and I want everyone to realize it. I'm a man of my word. Every touchdown this year, guys, 10 memberships for every single touchdown during the regular season. I pledge.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
No, I am serious.
You get right. I mean, Rodgers is throwing for like 5 touchdowns in a game this year. There's going to be like 10. There's going to be 50 memberships. This is going to be Sprague sprees all over.
I am the master of the Sprague spree. Take this, Jake, you little bitch.
I hope they score 30 points a game. You know what Aaron Rodgers has recorded? 30 games when they score 30 points, don't you? 88-11. So it sounds like what a 16-1 season, maybe.
Crazy. I mean,
yeah,
80-10, William, when the defense allows less than 20, and you just gave the stat. He's 88 and whatever when they score 30. That's what he does.
Yeah, I will be glad. I will be glad to send as many memberships as we possibly can for Jets touchdowns.
William,
so once again, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. And so are you. It's been a pleasure.
William Sprague checking in. I mean, what a story. Hope your wife is doing okay, William, and you too, man. Jeez. What a legend. His first thought was, oh my God, if I died, I would have missed the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike D's Nuts has a new account. Mike D's Nuts. DePerna. Not to be confused with the original Mike D's Nuts. Right, Leanie?
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
This is still Mike D's Nuts. John writes in 16-1. Check the head again. I'll take 15-2. B-Mac is up next on our show. Hello, B-Mac.
Hey, Jake. Paul Boy Green was a little bit disappointed with me this morning because I was supposed to debut the hat on his show. I forgot that was our deal. but I abused it on your show first. So, you know, I mean, yeah. So he didn't take too kindly of that. But
was he mad at you? Did he? What did he say? Something like this?
I'm gonna lose my gosh darn bananas.
Yeah, something like that, you know, and a little, some people in comment section got a little bit upset, but we have ironed it out, you know. I mean, you have many fences, you know. I mean,
Are you worried? I mean, he probably could kick your ass like this, B-Mac.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with that guy. He knows more karate and more than I ever did. So, no, I don't think he's gonna go that extreme on me. But you know, hopefully, I will not get there. But no, you know, that could be Chris County, or that can be kind of Howard. I mean, I wish he did that to them. You know, break their faces in half. There's one thing I do want to say is that you know, like, I know with this team, with Rodgers back healthy, you know, like, you know, you put on his record when his defense gives up under 20 points, you know, he's 80-10. But this also a great thing of having Rodgers is that you can win it in a shootout too. Like you can win. Like, let's say if the defense can't stop nobody, you can win the game 38-35, 40-38. I mean, Rodgers can win in shootouts as well. Hopefully that don't happen, because that means your defense took a step back. Hopefully your defense don't let that happen. But you can go into a game being confident that, oh, you know, this guy can win us games in shootouts. Like in Zach Wilson, like you can't go into a game at, you know, thinking Zach Wilson is gonna win us games in shootouts, or Tim Boyle or Tim Donald. But with Rodgers, you have that confidence that if the game is, you know, can get into the 30s, like 31-30 or 30-27, Rodgers can win you those type of games too.
100%. Now, with that hat on, do you feel like a Jet fan? Like Boy Green wanting you to wear it on his show? Has he made you go full Jet fan?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm part of the Jet family, you know, just like Bobby. You know, I'm still a Packer fan too. But for my Packer videos, my Packers content is Packer hat. For the Jet stuff is Jets hat. But yeah.
Do you have a Packer YouTube channel?
Yes, I do.
Since when? I never knew this.
I've been had one. It's Bernard Nixon. I was gonna change it to BMAC, but it's Bernard Nixon. Go look it up. There's a whole bunch of Packer stuff on there.
All right.
I do want to say real quick that you know, it's amazing that Rodgers is looking good. You know, hopefully, you know, the two mini camp narratives will go away. You know, but you know, Chris County might bring up tomorrow, oh, Roger missed one throw. Oh, well, if he should have been at mini camp, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just hate that guy Chris County so much, man. Like I'm not gonna go on, but you know, he's a guy that needs to be you know, karate chopped by Paul.
B-Mac, thank you for the time. Bernard Nixon. Hold on, B-Mac. Question for you. Any relation to Richard?
Richard?
Yeah.
Oh, Richard Nixon, the president?
Yeah.
Well, no offense, Jake, but he's white.
Is he?
Yeah, and I'm black.
Are you?
Yeah. I mean, can you see me?
I have to reconsider. Yep. Thanks for the time, B-Mac. He makes some good points. This guy always makes good points. Ladies and gentlemen, we bring on Gary. Hello, Gary.
Hey, what's up, Jake? I had a question for you. A little bit off topic, but like it just got me wondering. Are you surprised that you have I'm not trying to insult, I'm just asking a serious question, that you have non-Jet fans who are fans of this show. Like your show, like, have you ever watched a Packers or a Bengals YouTube show ever? You know what I'm saying? Like, are you surprised?
Never.
Right? So, like, are you surprised that like they found you and they're fans of your show?
Yes. We had a lot of BYU fans after they drafted Zach Wilson too that tuned in. I'm sure a lot of those left. But BYU it at least makes sense, right? Like,
yeah,
they don't have an NFL team in Utah, so why not follow Zach Wilson, who was the second pick in the draft? You know.
Sure, that makes sense. But like Chiefs fan or the Matt from Cincy, like
what
are you surprised that they find you? Like, I mean, like.
Well, here's the thing that we don't always know what teams they root for. Like, what team is Chiefs fan a fan of?
Chiefs fan? I would say the Chiefs.
It's probably a safe assumption, yeah.
I would say Matt. It's Matt from Cincy. Is that his name? The Cincy
Yeah,
guy.
Cincy Matt. No, I mean, I love it. I think it's cool. I mean, I think our show is obviously Jet focused, but we have a lot of fun. And even if you're not a Jet fan, you could laugh at the hilarity that is the show, which I think is great.
I mean, that's a credit to you because I don't really care how good. Like, it could be the best host in the world doing a Bengals show. I'm just not gonna. Like, I don't have any interest in watching it. That's a credit to you that you keep non-Jet fans here, man. That's really good work. Like that's really good work.
Now, I do think you have an issue on your hand, though, Gary.
I do.
Yeah, there's someone very high up in the Jake Asman universe that is not a fan of yours. In fact, this person sent me this to play on the show when you call in.
Here's what I'll say. I don't know who made this, but thank you for making it. You thought enough of me to take 3 minutes out of your day at least to make that. So I'm glad that I'm on your mind for at least.
It's a great photo of you. It really is.
Is this Gator that did that, or is this an unknown, unnamed artist?
All I'm gonna say is, it won't be hard to figure out who made it, and you might have already mentioned who made it. That's all I'm gonna say.
This is a Gator creation.
All I'm gonna say is, it won't be that hard to figure out who made it.
Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
Uh-oh.
No, the cannoli was sitting at my door. Cannoli wanted to come in.
Bring her in.
Yeah, she's underneath my desk. You want to say hello to Decker?
Oh, she's the best part of the show. Yeah.
Hang on. Decker! Morgan, come here real quick. Come here real quick. Someone wants to say hello. You can say hello too. We're meeting the whole troop today.
Hi, Decker.
Yeah, Decker, come on in, Morgan. And this is my nanny, babysitter, assistant, helper lady.
Hello.
Morgan.
Hello.
She goes to Oklahoma, so I mean, we kind of.
Wow,
like her.
I'm amazed you guys could coexist. Gary can't hear me now. Hi, Decker. How are you? I'll talk to you instead. You're more fun.
Yeah.
How's it going?
What picture?
Ask Jake to show you the picture again of me.
Can you show me the picture?
Oh, I think you're gonna like this, Decker.
Who made that? Okay. I have a question to ask you. Does chicken go with pasta?
Oh gosh.
No, come on. Say, yeah. Two things. Come here, Morgan. Does chicken go with pasta, Morgan?
I'm gonna go on the record and say I know that chicken doesn't go with pasta. Do I still eat them together? Yes.
That's
great answer.
Okay.
It's a great answer.
3 a.m. Is gas station pizza a legitimate option?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not what you were saying, though. Now you're just moving the goalposts. Gary said, Decker's
But she
father
likes
said.
McDonald's. She's not going to agree with that take.
Yeah, exactly why you didn't bring up that take
Right,
because
I wanted to frame the question on my terms. Yeah.
Morgan, this was the take. Gary would eat gas station pizza over. Let me talk to Morgan here. Morgan, this was the take. Gary would eat any item, or would eat gas station pizza over any item from either McDonald's, Burger King, or Wendy's. Like any item, he would choose gas station pizza over any item from those 3 establishments.
Right. So he had actually a few weeks ago had asked me like which one would I choose, and gas station pizza was not my first option. Like, I'm not dissing it. I'm just saying that's his personal preference. I would definitely go for something from McDonald's or Burger King. I think gas station pizza comes at number 3.
Over Wendy's?
Oh, is Wednesdays in
Yeah,
this too?
I call the 3 fast food joints of death. I don't eat fries.
Okay, yes, I would say McDonald's 1, Wendy's 2, 7-Eleven or wherever 3.
All right.
I mean,
You didn't
Morgan.
help me out too much. It started off okay, and then
It's like I said, it's not the worst, but of course I have my preferences. We both do.
Morgan, how long have you been a nanny to Decker?
3 years since 2021.
Wow.
Yeah.
You've done. You and Gary's wife have done a great job because there's no way Decker turned out the way she did because of Gary.
You might be right about that. It's been a long time. I've seen her grow up and.
Aw, look at you, Decker.
Here.
Morgan, great job. Thank you.
You want to say goodbye? Say goodbye.
Can I ask for one thing?
Can I guess what you're gonna ask?
Yes.
You're gonna ask for me to play the Chicken and Pasta song.
Yes, please.
Decker, you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.
Chicken doesn't go with pasta. Don't you know it's disgusting? Chicken can't go with pasta. Why? Because of the texture. Instead, go get yourself pizza at the closest Shell gas station. Cause chicken don't go with pasta. I just discovered dogs are pets.
What a call. I'll start with this photo. Shout out to Morgan making her debut. I am counting that in the 4% female demographic. All right. Trying to raise the female audience. Gary, bring Morgan on anytime. Chat was a big fan of hers. That was tremendous. Decker we know is a star. My favorite Decker call was when she called into the show and Gary didn't even know. It was the day of the listener event on Long Island. Gary, I guess, was in the shower and had the show on. So Decker called in, did a whole call, never mentioned it to Gary. And then Gary had no idea his daughter called into the show that night until listeners at my event said Decker was great today on the show. And he had no idea. That was great. Also, I'm just catching up on some of the comments here. And this is for everyone. You know who you are.
Calm your freaky down.
All right. Just saying. Eric says, good thing Jake didn't put Bobby on. Could you imagine? Oh, my God. Some of these comments, man. Jake, you don't want to read the comments. Oh, it's true. Carly says Decker needs an Asman Show teddy bear. Gary, send me your address. I'm going to send Decker a teddy bear from our merch store. Message me on Discord. I can't even read these comments, man. You guys are terrible. Oh, my God. If you want merch, including the teddy bear, as you can see in the left-hand corner here, jakeasman.com/shop. Hector says, Jake, I've never been to training camp, let alone a game. If you get extra tickets, could you please send me 1 or 2? Hector, join my Patreon. Message me in the Discord, and I got you. I got tickets for Tuesday's practice I could send you if that works. Carly says chat is extra horny today. Yeah, I mean, did you see this throw by Rodgers?
High formation, part of the eye back. Rodgers under center, drops back. Lobs one, front left pylon. It is caught. Garrett Wilson adds a jet touchdown. Aaron Rodgers slips a magical throw to Garrett Wilson, and the Jets are on the board.
I mean, I went full Woody Johnson on that one. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'd be as transparent as possible. I was more excited watching that than Bobby was to meet you.
Hi, Carly. First time I talked to you, you're a nice lady. Where are you from, New York?
Unreal. I'm going to bring Gary back on because he's still on hold. Gary, what are your thoughts on everyone seemingly being a big fan of your nanny?
She's fantastic. She's the best.
Mm-hmm.
She goes to Oklahoma, so she's leaving for school like in a week or two or whatever. I mean, I'm not the biggest Sooner fan, but she's terrific.
She is. That she is.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for the time. I have some super chats to get caught up on here. Let me start with Mike D's Nuts because yesterday, all the madness on the show, we missed it. Apparently, I have a branded account. Can't figure out how to fix it. I'll be a member either way. LOL. Mike, you are a channel member. That's all that matters. Aaron messed up with a super chat. How are we feeling about Hassan Reddick? Hopefully he shows up and plays out the deal. I think they work something out. I have heard from an unconfirmed source that they're a lot closer than the general public realizes. I'm not going to tweet that. I'm not a reporter. I just pass along things I hear on this show, like the Jersey stuff and the Dalvin Cook stuff last summer. I have heard that they're not that far away, so we'll see. I'm not Adam Schefter. I just don't think it's anything that's going to be dragging out for weeks. I think this gets done. This is Los. Asmaniac for 11 months. Thank you. This is Los. Let's go. Can't wait to see Will McDonald action. We'll take the sting off the mishandling of the Huff situation. Would have preferred to keep him. McDonald's going to be a good player, man. He is. I'm excited to see him. Ladies and gentlemen, Boba Jet with a super chat. Can you bring Decker back? I'd love to make her my Princess Padme. Let's go Jets and I heart Decker. Decker's great. Tom says Bobby told me that about the Reddit contract too. Wow, Bobby was your source? He was my source. Peter Castro says Rodgers changes everything. Lifts the entire team. 14-3, no doubt. Super Bowl, no doubt. We have come a long way with Peter. We really have. Peter Castro is now the optimist. Amazing what happens when Aaron Rodgers is your quarterback.
Our coaching staff stinks. The team is never prepared. They're undisciplined. They make a million mistakes. And the coaching staff is terrible. He doesn't know what he's doing. Hackett and him are like having two drug addicts on the sidelines. They're no good. And if Rodgers doesn't fix this, we're all going to kill ourselves. What happens after Rodgers? They have no plan for that. It's going to be 10 more years of being a shit.
Don't worry, Peter Castro. Aaron is back. Let's see. David D writes in. I hit the wrong button. Gary's nanny needs her own emoji. This chat is going wild today, folks. All right. This is for all of you.
A lot of good-looking chicks in that family. Wow.
Bobby.
Oh, yeah, baby. Things are about to get crazy here on the Jake Asman Show.
Calm your freaky down.
Sometimes we try, but that freaky just take us over.
Give him some of your loving voice.
Oh, yeah. Hide them kids.
Again, leave your damn freaky down.
Too sexy.
you gotta chill, man. Man. Last chance to get in here. Let's see. AD, chat killing me. Mike says we need a calm your freaky down emoji. We kind of have that. The freaky guy is an emoji that people use when people get freaky on the show. Peter says Bobby's in Freaky Town. Where is Bobby? I'm surprised Bobby wasn't calling in to talk to Gary's nanny. The big fella says, want to hear some crazy bleep? The people in my neighborhood were told to stay inside because of a swarm of bees. Bees are no joke, man. I got stung by a bee in kindergarten. Still scarred from life for that one. Carly says 17-0. Oh, my God.
Calm your freaky down.
17-0, you kidding? Mike says Bobby is getting his freaky on. Maybe he is. Maybe he is. Tom says, can we raise our freaky come week 1? Oh, if the Jets win, that postgame show that night is going to be one of the greatest displays of freaky you'll ever see. William Sprague says, what about a Bobby loves Sarah emoji? Will that fit on an emoji is the only thing. Let's see. Len writes in, would love to go to the Canyon of Heroes parade in February. And me too. Tom Ace wrote in earlier. Great time at camp today. Can't wait to go back Saturday. Let's go, Tom Ace. Love that. Purple Belt Mike says, Jets win, I might call in naked. Yeah, that is going to be interesting. I'm going to ask all callers to not call in naked because you'd be confusing my show on YouTube with this website that has tube in it, but it's a color before a tube, right? So I think that's what you'd be looking for after that game, Mike, right? You got the tube part of YouTube, but you got to pick a color that is the same color my hair is and put that in first and then go to that. That will work for you.
Calm your freaky
All
down.
right. Richard Todd is watching the show in delay, says, just saw Gary's natty. Interesting.
Calm your freaky down.
What's so interesting about it? Peter says, Jake, you're the best. Peter, you're the best, man. I love Peter Castro. Let me tell you, he's one of my favorite listeners I've ever met. Hilarious. All right. Some of these comments I can't even read, people. You're doing me no favors. Top Cat says we need Scott to normalize the chat again. Look, the chat is the chat. All right. Mr. K says, gotta go. Our nanny just got here. I'm happy for them. Enjoy. AD says Jake needs an OnlyFans for his particularly enthusiastic members. I don't need an OnlyFans. Let's make it clear. Some of you need to go on that website. But I personally do not need it. All right, I have a bonus content for me is not on OnlyFans. It is on Patreon. That is the difference. Like my interview on Boy Green's radio show today. That's on Patreon. Carly says, I asked Jake to hang out today, and he refused. Very rude. Yeah, because you gave me no notice. I had things to do. Don't spin this around. Peter says, smash the like button. Please. Let me see. TB says, if I give you $500, can I be your favorite listener too? Oh, I could be bought 100%. I get you send me $500 and I would be thrilled to call you my favorite listener. All right. I would be thrilled. All right. I could be bought. Now, here's the thing, though. Peter got his money back, so we all won on that, right? And honestly, I think Peter's the biggest reason why Alan Lazard showed a pulse through the first 2 days. TB, it worked for Peter. I love it. Dominique Sports Radio writes in, Jake, I watch a ton of Texans YouTube content creators. Must say you do a hell of a job, bro. Well, thank you, Dominic. Dominic's a good dude, man. He should be a Jets fan, though. He's from Jersey, and he's a Texans fan. Doesn't make any sense, but he's a good dude. He used to listen to my radio show in Houston. By the way, Dominic, you could tell Landry this. Landry's YouTube, for those who don't know, Landry Locker is a big-time Texans content creator. He does what I do for the Jets, but in Houston, used to be a radio guy, all that. Landry and I, we had dinner like 2 years ago at Saltgrass Steakhouse in Houston. You'll appreciate this, Dominic. Landry picked my brain on how to start a YouTube channel on the Texans. And now, thank God he did, because that's his full-time job. So you're welcome, because I know you're a Landry guy. And you better be going to Jets Texans on 10/31. William says, if he gives you 500, I will give you 1,000. So he won't be. Only kidding. Well, you don't have to kid, William. I'd be happy to take $1,000. New York City rent ain't cheap. Franco says, did Peter ever get his money back? Yeah, he called his bank and his bank got his money back. So that's important. Carly says, is that what I sound like? Yikes. No, but that was my interpretation of it. I would have loved to have hanged today, but, life got in the way, unfortunately. Rat Diddy says, did my merch ship out yet? It probably did, Rat Diddy. Most people's merches have shipped, which is great. In fact, I'm pretty sure some of my stuff that I ordered today actually got shipped out the same day. I had some stuff I sent out to listeners. Dominic says, for the record, I like the Jets, hate the Giants. Now, how does that make any sense? Well, the Giants and Texans don't have a rivalry. Why do you hate the Giants? Let's see. TB says, I despise the Giants. Yeah, because you're a Jet fan, so I get it. This guy's a Texans fan, though. I understand. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We might have to end every show this until it happens. I've already gifted one channel membership to try and get Jay Quest's membership. I'm doing another one right now. All right? If you would like to join me in gifting a membership to Jay Quest, now's the time to try and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, one channel membership is being fired off. Who will receive it? Will it be Jay Quest? It will not. Sorry, Jay Quest. But I am very happy for the Fonz who received a channel membership from me. Let's go. Spread the love. NY Cursor, I'm attending practice on Saturday. Hyped. Say hello. I'll be there. Tom A says, just got my merch, baby. Tom, tag me on social. Everyone who ordered merch, tag me on social so I can retweet you. Someone tagged me today. I wanted to give him a shout out on the show. Listener Brian. Portraits by Brian. He got his merch. He ordered it. Looks like a hoodie, and he got a sticker as well. Love it. Bet page Chris, not happening, Jake. He was in the room when 15 got gifted. Yeah, I don't know why Jake Quest can't get a membership. I tried, people. I really did. Peter says, start the season already. Can't wait. Bart Scott, speaking of can't wait, he was at Jet practice today signing autographs I saw. AD says, my Storm and Gorman beater is shipping. Amen. JJ writes in, I received my membership while I was at work. I wasn't even watching live. I got an email that I was gifted one. Well, there you go. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another 5 shots at it because Clancy has come through for the people at the buzzer here. Oh, baby. Unreal. Another 5 that are not going to Jake Quest, but Will Monahan has a membership. Roy Bartsky, Toxicity Reacts, Orlando Vega, Sam Massaro, all officially channel members. Congratulations. Craig checks in. Mate, I've informed Mario that Bobby knows about the photo with Sarah. Maybe he's missing because he's on his way there. Uh-oh. That's a fight waiting to happen. Yikes. Clancy says, I tried. Yeah, look, we'll keep going, but this is tough. Shout out to Mario, who did just buy something in the merch store. The Jake Asman Show snapback hat. Nice. Good choice. Good choice. All right, here's the review from Tom Ace. The white Asmaniac hoodie feels like I'm wrapped in a warm cloud. That is the best breakdown of the hoodie I've heard. Thank you, Tom. Clancy with a super chat. Said goodbye today to my pops. Everything went well. It was beautiful. Can't thank everyone enough. Love my entire Jet family. Clancy, we're all here for you, man. Glad we could raise some money on Nick's show the other night. Appreciate your support, my friend. Your dad sounded like an awesome guy. Craig says, our Mario. Probably not, right? I mean, your guy, Craig, doesn't live in Jersey, does he? So it's a different Mario, I guess. I just read. I only saw the name. I just read where the shipping's going to. Very important comment here from the big fella. He says, how many channel memberships are we away from an emoji? Well, I can tell you, big fella. Hold on. Do-do-do. 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 Stand by. Taking forever here. We are just 50 away. Crazy. Because we had a bunch of memberships expire. So it was like 27 earlier. Now it's 50. That's still a lot, though. That's not that close, to be honest with you guys. Man. JJ says, I rarely watch live, but I do watch religiously. Well, thank you, JJ. Tom A says, thanks for the fantastic customer service experience, Carly. The director of merch store operations. Bet page Chris, going to practice with Jake Quest Tuesday. I will confiscate the phone and turn that bad boy on. Love it. Love it. All right. I think we're done here, folks. Thanks to Andrew Fialkow, who joined us for the first hour of the show. I have a programming announcement. Episode 5 of the Best of the Jake Asman Show dropped this morning exclusively for channel members. So go out and watch that if you haven't. I believe I have the thumbnail I could show on the show too. Hold on. It features the return of the Lane Train. That's all I'm going to say. Episode 5 is out now. Also features some great moments from Bobby that I highly encourage everyone to go and watch. All right, including this moment right here.
He's dying to come back on the show.
Let me get in my chair first. I'm getting pissed off by the heck. I'm trying to get into my damn chair, dummy. There's my armchair I'm going to sit in.
All right, dear God, let this chair hold.
Hey, shut up. I've been sitting in all.
Bob, what's in the blue storage bins? More chairs?
The clothes and all that, Nick.
No.
Where do you keep your underwear, Nick? God damn it. I'm just pissed off.
Voice of an angel comes in to save the day.
Yeah. Hi, Sarah.
Oh.
So you got your wish, Jake, okay?
I don't know why Bobby was getting so mad at me, but yep, that is all there. It will be the best. I think it's like 23 minutes this week. The best 23 minutes of your week watching episode 5. Enjoy it. All right. Comment I saw here at the buzzer. Carly says, "Oh my God, I missed Andrew." Yeah, you missed Fialkow. He told us how his day at Florham Park was with all his friends. It was the class trip. It was awesome. Anyway, thank you to Andrew. He was great breaking down everything. That does it for me. I'm back tomorrow. We'll have a show for you in the morning. Probably not an afternoon show, though. Only one show tomorrow. I'll give you a show Saturday when I get back from Jets camp with my observations. But tomorrow night at 6:30, I'm on ESPN New York. So I got to get to the studio early because I'm taping a couple interviews. I got Thomas Jones coming on with me tomorrow, Jet fans. So that'll be great to talk with him. Also, former Giant Justin Pugh will join me. But I'm on ESPN New York tomorrow from 6:30 to 10 p.m. So listen to the Michael K show. And when K signs off, I'm on at 6:30 right after him and the guys. So only probably one show in the late morning tomorrow. But then you get 4 hours of me on ESPN New York starting at 6:30. So we'll give you a show Saturday. I'll probably go live Sunday, so we'll make up for it. Appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And who knows what we'll talk about. You never know what happens on this show. Maybe we will talk about Gary's nanny again. I have to imagine that will come up. Because I know you sickos. All right. I'm done. Have a good one, everybody. Watch episode 5 of the Best of the Jake Asman Show. Tonight's the last day you can enter. Today's the last day you can enter our merch giveaway for a free hat. At Jake Asman, Twitter and Instagram. Follow me there for your chance to win. It's that easy. The links are in the description if you want to just click that and hit follow. That easy to do it. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. JETS. Jets, Jets, Jets.
I can't believe they have to sing the ABCs.
Yeah, there's only
A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, voice crack. H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me?
Choo choo. We are all aboard the Lane Train. Hello, Lane. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in months, the Lane Train is back. Good afternoon, Lane.
Hey, Jake.
How are you, Lane?
I'm good. Had a nice beer. Look, the football season is coming up. Going into week 1, I mean, I don't even know who's on the Jets anymore. It's like I totally lost count. They play all these teams coming up. I can't stop thinking about what happened to breaking news from Noble.
Yeah, can you
I don't know if he's dead. I think he went to the hospital. Yeah, that was funny because his girlfriend was acting freaking like looking like a serial killer. That's nerd alert. With all college starting up again next year. That's all I have to tell you.
Call us back soon, all right? Great to hear from you.
Yeah, okay.
Lane says Knoble is alive. And that's what I'm going with, because he would know.
Calm your freaky down.
It's a Bower Boy! Holy shit, we got another Bower Boy!
Bower Boy!